Hi guys! Okay, so I am here with a craft haul video. I found my coloured sheet, so hopefully the white background's not going to send the camera loopy. Yeah, so I've got quite a few craft haul videos because, well, you know, who doesn't love spending money on craft supplies? But yeah, so I'm going to obviously go through them and then we'll schedule them over time. But yeah, so I'm going to start off with this one here, which is a haul from the works, our local mill here in Accrington. We have a neighbouring town called Oswald-Twistle, and we have Oswald-Twistle Mills. I don't think I'm going to need that for now, actually. And inside the mills we have the works. So yeah, spend money galore. Okay, so it's actually, it looks a lot, but there's not a lot. And I've tried to keep it a little bit practical. So my thoughts were, I've got all these little wooden embellishments here. My thought was just purely, really, to create a stamp, or not a stencil, but like a stamp to use on the jelly plate. So these are pretty much non-directional. They could be, but they'll work both ways. So we've got some leaves, some hearts, we've got some little wreaths, some more leaves, and some stars and some trees. But it's not going to matter which way these get used on the plate, which is good, because when you're using the jelly plate, whatever you're using to make the imprint is reversed. So if you've got something facing to the right, when you print it on your jelly plate, it'll be reversed and it'll print to the left. When you lift it off, it will, yeah, it'll print to the left. It is weird the way it does it, but you've got to keep in mind that it's like reverse printing. And something I haven't done, which I will just get, bear with me a second guys, here, here's the other one, there. Let's get the print so you know what I mean. Okay, so this is what I had in mind. Oh, just lift the chair back up. Okay, so we all have cardboard, cardstock, whatever lying around. These are just, I think these were off one of the milk trays. We get our milk, the UHT milk, and we get them in the big trays. Yeah, I think they come off there, or some Amazon packaging or something, I don't know. Okay. So they got cut down, and then these got cut out with my circle punch. Well, circle punches. That one, as you can see, is just all circles. That one is a big circle with some semicircles, half circles in there, just basically cut in half and laid out in a pattern. And these I have used on the jelly plate, as you can see, and this is what it comes out like, and they're so cool. They're so cool. Yeah, so, you know, you just stamp it around wherever you want. And also, with these ones, because these are corrugated card, as you can see, that I've used to create these with, they have a few bends in them and the little ridges, which is cool because, as you can see, the paint has kind of skipped little bits when I've pressed it on. So you get little bits in the design when you stamp as well with it that's not quite right, which I love. I think that is so cool. Okay, so by doing that, I suddenly thought, I have some of these. I have a pack of these somewhere. In fact, I have 2 packs of these somewhere, that have definitely numbers. I'm just trying to look around the room to see where I've put it, and it's right here behind me. So I definitely, yep, there they are. So And again, these came from the works a couple of years ago. So this one here has numbers in it. So, and to be honest, until seeing these in the works the other week, I completely forgot I had these. But yeah, so they're all numbers. So of course, if I wanted to print numbers on the gel plate, because everything's reversed, that number 4 wouldn't be that way. I'd have to flip it so that when I did print it, it would come off the right way. Yeah, complicated stuff, but yeah. And then there's some white ones there. Now I would probably use these to do this with, because the white ones are better to craft with. So I do intend on using all of these, and these came from the works as well a few years ago. So again, we've got some butterflies in there, some flower petals and leaves, and then some more flower petals, non-directional, so it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter about that design on there, you're not going to see it, it's just going to be the butterfly. But I am going to use these along with all these to create this sort of thing, and then we're going to use them on the jelly plate. So let's get back to these. I have got these lovely wooden ones, well, they're all wooden, but yeah, these leaf shapes. So are they all the same or different? There's a couple of each shape with the look of it. But again, it doesn't really matter direction wise. I mean, they are kind of directional. There's 3. Is there 3? Yeah, there's 3 of them. So they are kind of directional, but I don't think it matters. So you could have like one going that way, one going that way, and then one maybe going that way or that way. That looks like it could be cool. So there's 2 of those, 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 and 2 of those, but 3 of them. Cool. Or we could just use one of each on a random, like this, just one of each randomly on there. And that's what I'm planning on doing with, not necessarily all of them, but at least one of each shape design, just to get a stamp. So that's going to be an upcoming video soon. So we have those leaves, then we have these ones which are bigger, and these actually have string on them, which is pretty cool. And they are, well, they're going to be great because they're really thick, so they're really going to stand out on the board, on the not board, on the jelly plate. Well, yeah, the board that I'm going to attach them to, glue them to. See, I mean, alright, let's turn it over and let's get a bit of an idea. So, like, maybe one there, and maybe one coming down there. Either way, that way or that way. And then could maybe cut some of it, and or have it going more like that, maybe. I don't know. I really don't know. We'll just have to see what comes, won't we? That could be cool. That'd make a lovely design. But this is the sort of thing I'm thinking of. We'll take the string off, obviously, and then just glue it on. And then we use it as a stamp on the jelly plate. Could use them as stamps, I would imagine, with your distress inks and things. But it'd probably take a lot of inking, maybe. But I just really want these mostly for the jelly plate. So then we have some stars. I'm not going to get them all out because I'll lose them. But we've got some big stars there with the middle bit out, and then we've got the middle bits there. So that's good to do. Big stars, little stars, or you just whichever. Then we've got some hearts. They're all the same size with the look of it. But we've got some hearts. Now this is cool, is this, because the hearts. So what we could also do with this one is create like a flower design. So if we kind of, alright, maybe not. I thought that might have worked. But we could definitely, well, yeah, we could make a flower design if we glued them on like that. and then kind of one down here, and then we could use black pen or white pen depending what colour you do it, and then just draw down and, oh yeah, draw a line down, and then maybe one of these coming off it as a leaf. Or we could put some fun form or something there, layer it, or other pieces of cardboard, and then leaves. Interesting. So there's plenty of those. I'm not sure if it tells you how many there is. Or 15. No, that's not these. I don't think. Wooden hearts, 60. Right, so there's 16 there. That's plenty to be getting on with. I'm highly likely not going to be needing that many, but there's plenty to be getting on with there with different designs. There are 3 of these trees, which, again, they'd be great on their own. Now, I usually print my jelly plate I usually use the I think it's 14 by 12. I don't think it's 16 by 12. I think it's 14 by 12. It's a big one, but I do have a 12 by 12. So obviously this card's not big enough, but you cut your card wide enough, and then you could just have that on its own as a main focal point, or you could cut a bigger one and have a row of them. Hi guys, sorry. Taylor and Steve's just come back from the gym. Yeah, so like I said, we can maybe just have a focal point and then maybe some of the branches, or 3 in 1. We'll see. So that's going to be interesting to use as well. And then, of course, we've got these little wreaths. I'm not going to take them out, obviously you can see. Yeah, so that's going to be interesting to use as well as, and then, like I said, we've got these butterflies and leaves and flower petals as well in there, and then numbers in the other one from ages ago. So that was them, and then basically the rest of the bag, which is why it looked a lot, but it's not, are just these art books. I love buying these books. I buy them all the time, large and small, but especially this size. And yeah, so there's 72 sheets in them. It's an A5 sketch pad, and it is 130 GSM pages. They're perforated, so they tear out really easy if you want them to, but Taylor really loves to draw in these. And they're spiral bound as well, so it's easier for him when he's drawing to just fold over. You know, to just fold over and draw on either side. He loves using these. He's always got one in his bag for school and soon to be college. Yeah, so, and we have numerous amounts of them dotted around the house, and as you can see, they are only usually £1.50, but they'd come down to 75p, and it's like, right, well, I don't leave them when I find them at £1.50 anyway, because in other places it's Crawford and Black, which tends to be quite a good brand. And yeah, so when I see them at that price, because in other places they are almost double that price, they can range from anything from like £2.50 to £3 for the same book. So every time we go to the works, I usually come home with 2 or 3 of them at normal price. But seeing them at that price, and I don't know why, because there's nothing wrong with them, it's not like they go out of date or anything. I had to have them, so I looked and thought, well, how many have they got? At that price, I'll have them all. And they just had 5, so yeah, I bought all 5 of them. So I got all 5 of those, so that'll keep Taylor happy for quite some time. And I do use these when I'm jelly printing as well. Sometimes the smaller ones that I do jelly print on those. So I got those and these on that Aussie Mills trip. Yeah, so I was really chuffed about that. I'd forgot what we'd gone in for actually, but we actually hadn't gone in for crafting stuff or anything like that. Sometimes we do. I can't remember what we were looking for, but whatever it were, we couldn't find it. But we nipped into the works on the way out, and they just happened to have this lovely bundle of stuff and these on sale, so awesome. And yeah, so there you go guys, that is that. So as I said, at some point I will be using those and the numbers and everything to create this sort of thing. Could probably do with gluing on a bit better. I've just glued them on with Fabri-Tac, and it does work. It obviously works. Could be a little bit better, but they work. So I'm really looking forward to trying it out with those. Okay, so a nice short and sweet one today. But as I said, I've got more videos to do because I've got more stuff from different places. So I will love you and leave you guys and get on with that. So take care, stay safe, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again soon. Bye!